Hi guys, in this video we're going to learn our second chord. We're going to learn the A minor chord, okay? Now if you're following your handbook, which I hope you have, if you want to open up your LCM handbook and turn to page 7, okay? And you'll see this time at the top left hand corner, you'll see a picture that looks a little bit like this, okay? And this is our A minor. Now what you'll notice is that we have the numbers 1 and the numbers 2 on our chord diagram or on our picture, and that's because this time, unlike the G chord, which only uses one finger, it only used our third finger, we have to use 2 fingers. We have to use our first and second fingers. So let's just try and have a go at that now. You want to grab your guitar. So you'll see there that we have a number 1, okay? And that number 1 is on the second string, okay? So we want to use our first finger because it says number 1. So it's first finger. We're on the second string, and we're in the first fret, okay? So just to break that down for you, we are now your index finger, okay, the finger that you point with is going up to the second string. It's being placed in the first box on your guitar neck or the first fret, okay, and you're using the tip of your finger, okay, so you're using your index finger, and it's all, as I've said, second string, okay? Now this will probably feel a little bit tricky because you're using 2 fingers, and don't worry, it'll take you a while to get used to it, okay? So you then take your second finger, okay, and you'll see that there is a number 2 on the diagram as well, and that number 2 is on our third string in the second fret. So we're going to take our second finger and we're going to move it up to the third string in second fret, okay? So just keep your fingers there for a little moment, okay? And as we've already said in the first video, all of our chords use the bottom 3 strings, okay? So we want to, if we're using our thumb, take our thumb and pretend that our thumb is a brush, and we brush down the way on the bottom 3 strings, okay? Now your chord, if you're trying to play that now with me, your chord maybe sounds a little bit like this, and we're going to try and make it sound a little bit better. Okay, so the first thing we want to try and do to make our chord sound a little bit better is that your index finger, okay, it's probably quite likely that your index finger is rubbing up against the bottom string. So what you want to try and do with your index finger, if I take my second finger away, first of all, is pretend that you're making a little tunnel for your very bottom string to live under. So you're creating like a little arch, okay, a little tunnel for your bottom string to live under, so you're not touching the first string with your index finger, okay? And that'll hopefully make things sound a little bit better. So rather than allowing your finger to fall flat and rub up against the bottom string, you want to arch your finger or create like a little tunnel in order to try and make sure you don't rub up against the first string. And when you've done that, then let's put our second finger back to the third string second fret, and again use the tips of your fingers, okay, press down nice and firmly, and hopefully you'll start to get a clearer sound. It may not sound perfect to begin with, don't worry, it's quite normal for it not to sound great. This is going to be your trickiest chord that you're going to learn this year, so it'll take a little bit of time, so don't lose patience. With a little bit of practice, I'm sure you'll do a great job. So in the next video we're going to take a look at beginning to learn our first rhythm study, which will help us hopefully get comfortable with our chords so we can strum along to some of our favorite songs. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lesson.